everybody, this is Christa with the Big Family Homestead, and have I got another great, easy recipe that I want to share with you. All right, you guys, you know how much we love our Thrive Life ingredients. You can check them out. They're freeze-dried. They're really awesome. There's a link in the description box. But I gotta say, I love Thrive Life. I really do. I really do. But sometimes the recipes, I'm not a super huge fan of. So I look at this recipe and I'm like, I think I can tweak this a little bit and change it to where my family likes it. And I know a lot of you guys who cook, you do the same thing. You find a recipe that looks almost like something your family would like, but we're gonna tweak it just to make it something that our family likes. And you can do that with any recipe. So this is what I did. September, Thrive Life, I shouldn't say September, but every month Thrive Life puts out recipes with their monthly sales. So I looked at their recipe and I just wasn't a real fan. We're not huge fans of spinach, of cooked spinach. I love fresh spinach, but not cooked spinach. So they have a cheesy chicken and potato spinach bake. I decided to kind of tweak it just a tad bit and add a few different things. And so I'm gonna go ahead and make this recipe, and I hope you like the tweaks that I have made. And I have to just, give you a little, put a little note here. I do this with every recipe I look at, not just Thrive Life recipes. If I find a recipe that looks kind of good, I tweak it. I change it to where my family will like it. And everybody can do that. Okay, now for our ingredients, we're going to use some diced chicken, or chicken slices, I should say, some potato dices, some onion slices, a little bit of grapeseed oil, some mozzarella cheese, broccoli, my fave, the velouté sauce, which is a chicken gravy, is super delicious, some Italian seasoning, and garlic. Oh, and don't forget our cream cheese. Okay, folks, so I've got our ingredients out over here. I've got our chicken, our potatoes, onions, broccoli, our cheese, which I did go ahead and reconstitute with cheese. With the freeze-dried cheese, you want to just sprinkle a little bit of water on there. You don't want to add a ton of water, just so that and then stir it around a little bit, just so that it has time to absorb that water. See, I barely put a couple of tablespoons in here, so I'm just kind of stirring this around. I don't want to break it up too much. Granted, it's going to be on there and it's going to melt just fine. But again, I don't want to put a ton of water on there. So I've got our cream cheese softened, and I'm going to go ahead and just start layering. I'm going to layer the chicken down first. And you want to use, in our recipe, we're going to use 2 cups of chicken. We got a big growing family, or we got teenagers, so we got to feed them healthy foods. So we're going to just go ahead and layer our chicken down here. And yeah, I said 2 cups, but I just kind of eyeball it. When I get one good looking layer, then I'll move on to the next step. Now we're going to take our potatoes. And these are really, really cool looking. I mean, they look like square marshmallows, but these are perfect for rehydrating and then making into hash browns, like home fry style. So I'm just gonna go ahead and layer a good amount down here like this. And in our recipe, we're using 3 cups of potatoes. That looks like about 3 cups. Potatoes are one of those things that are great. I love potatoes. Now, onions, we've got onions here. We're gonna go ahead and use a nice big handful, half a cup or a cup, depending on how much you like onions. We love onions, so we're just gonna go ahead and put a nice layer on there so that every bite has onions. And now our broccoli. We're gonna go ahead and use 3 cups of broccoli. Actually, before I put the broccoli down, I'm going to take a little bit of our grapeseed oil and kind of drizzle it down on top. Not a ton, just a little bit. Oops, that'll work. Kind of comes out a little bit faster than I would have liked. I probably should have cap that off with my thumb. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and layer our broccoli down on here. This is one of those meals that is just gonna be super fast. That's why I'm not stopping this clip. I'm just gonna keep talking, tell you what I'm doing. Oven is heated up to 350 degrees. And we're just gonna layer this broccoli down here. This is gonna be really, really good. All right. That looks great. Okay, nice big pieces of broccoli. I love their broccoli. I love just eating it straight out of the can. It's really nice. Now, we're gonna go ahead, whoops, don't drop that. I do need my measuring cup. So I am gonna stop the video real quick so that you're not looking at, you know. So, okay, now we're back. I'm gonna go ahead and put 3/4 of a cup of our velouté sauce, and I'm just gonna sprinkle this over the top. I'm not doing any kind of mixing. We're just putting this right down on top. If it'll come out of the measuring cup, that'd be great. We're just gonna evenly distribute this. So that's 1/4. We need 2 more of these. Just kind of gets caught in there. And I'm not packing this down in there either. All right, 1 more. We want all of that sauce. This sauce is so delicious. This gravy, this chicken gravy, the velouté sauce is so good, and the beef gravy, the espagnole sauce is really good. And I know I'm not saying that very well. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and get our garlic. You can use fresh garlic if you like. I'm gonna use the freeze-dried garlic because it has an amazing smell. I love it. It's so good. Just sprinkle 2 tablespoons of the, I'm going to take 1 tablespoon and put it on half, and then 1 tablespoon on the other half. That way I know we have enough. And if you like extra garlic, add more garlic. If you like heat, if you want to add some heat to this, this is a good time to do that. Now some Italian seasoning. And this, it says the recipe is a teaspoon, but I'm gonna go ahead and just sprinkle it down on top. That way I know I have it evenly distributed. I think my can is almost empty. No, it's not. I'll just do it this way. There we go. That looks great. Okay, now the next thing we need to do is add our water. I believe, let me just double check. Yep. We're gonna pour in the water, and we're gonna pour it slowly as to not push everything around. So we're just gonna pour this slowly right over the top of this. Come over to this side so that I don't spill. Go. I know this seems really strange to be doing this way. There we go. Alrighty. Put that over there. Now I'm going to take my my spatula here. Just kind of press this down a little bit into the water. And then very carefully I'm going to spread the cream cheese over the top. I've never done anything like that before, so this could be interesting. So, this is softened cream cheese, and I'm just gonna go ahead and spread this around a little bit just to kind of whip it up a little bit. And this is an 8-ounce block of the reduced fat cream cheese. Now let's see how this is going to work. Nope, that's not going to spread. So we're just going to kind of do little dollops here. I did wash my hands a little while ago. So. Just very carefully. Come on now. All right, this is going to be a little tedious, so I'm going to just keep doing this off camera. Okay, now that was a little bit tedious, so that's why I decided to stop the video. I could have gone all the way through, but it would have taken, 5 minutes or longer. Well, no, not really. Taken several minutes to get that done, but it's done. It's in little clumps on top, and it will melt nicely on the very top there. I'm gonna take our reconstituted mozzarella cheese, and I will go ahead and sprinkle this on top. So this is freeze-dried mozzarella cheese, and we're just going to kind of sprinkle this as best we can over the top here. Oh, that smells so good. I love freeze-dried cheese. I love eating it straight out of the can. It tastes like cheese crackers to me. This is going to be really good. I think I may take some of the Italian seasoning and sprinkle it right on top too, just to give it a little bit of garnish. I think that'll be really pretty. Put all that down in there. All right, there we go. We're gonna go ahead and put this into a 350-degree oven for 25 to 35 minutes. All right, folks, we've waited our time. This looks absolutely delicious and smells even better. I cannot wait to get into this. So here we go. It looks a little wet still, so I think it's best to leave it sit for a little bit. Yeah, it is a little wet still. So I'm gonna leave this sit and let that water absorb into the, so that water and that velouté will make an awesome gravy. All right, this is done. We waited our time. It did take a little extra time. It took about 45 minutes. I did increase the size from a 9x9 to a 9x13, so there's a little bit more to go there. But this looks so delicious. I can't wait to dig into this. All right, folks, here we go. Oh man, this looks so good. I don't want to break off all that cheese there. Oh, that looks so yummy. Potatoes, broccoli. Oh, it smells ridiculous, guys. I wish there was smell-o-vision. I wish there was a thing of smell-o-vision, honestly. Fork. You hear the little crumpled paper being pushed around. It's Hope's cat, Nala, who is playing with a crumble of paper over there. Oh, it smells so good. The cheese and the potatoes, the chicken, the broccoli, and onions. So good. It's really hot. I just took it out of the oven, so you see the steam? Here, let's go ahead. See that? There's a thumbnail. This looks so good. Oh, that is a keeper, let me tell you. This is so delicious. That cheese on the top there, super crunchy. Love it. Get a piece of this broccoli. I love the Thrive Life broccoli. It's so good. I mean, I told you earlier, I really love eating it straight out of the can. I don't want a huge bite of broccoli, so I'm trying to cut this, guys. There we go. Yum. Get a potato in there. So good. And so easy. You guys saw me. It was just one layer, one layer, one layer. Pour the sauce in there. Put the water on. Cheese. Done. 45 minutes later, you've got this amazing, delicious casserole that was so easy to put together. I hope you guys try it. This was a win. Let me tell you. You know, sometimes following a recipe isn't always the way to go. You got to make it your own. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. If you want to check out the Thrive Life ingredients, there is a link down in the description box. I'm Christa with the Big Family Homestead, and you have a blessed and amazing day.